welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, Bougie Gang Gang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you?
You could be doing opposed to being on my page, bitch, cause I ain't got nothing for you nothing ass bitches.
Good morning. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everyone? Olivia Pope. Good morning, sis. How are you, dear? How are you doing? Girl, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Desi. Hey, lady. Good morning, Natia. Hey, Shonda. Hey, Salita. Hey, Erica Boo. Good morning. Hey, India. Good morning, sis. Hey, Once Upon a Twin Mom Life. How are you? Good morning. Hey, Miss OKC. What's going on? Hey, Pineapples. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tawana, good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Did I say hi, Shonda? Mr. N Cakes. What's up, family? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Lit Shorts. Hey. Hey, sis. How are you? I'm just going on down the line. Christine, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, I had a good nap yesterday and I slept very good last night, if you can't tell. Did I skip anybody? Did I skip anyone? I don't think so. Everybody else is in the bushes. Hey, Life of Leisure. Good morning. Guys, if you missed it yesterday, which I'm going to just assume you did, I put it on the community post. We had a great chat last night over at Real Talk Bougie. We were talking hot topics. We were talking Eva Marcel and the divorce. We were getting caught up on some interesting people who were in trouble with the law. I was talking yesterday about Sarah Boone, and the reason why she's coming up, even though the case is from a couple of years ago, I guess it was also during COVID. She's from Florida. She, girl, she was playing around. I don't know, girl. She somehow her man was zipped up in a suitcase. Okay, so I have all the details on that. Actually, of course, you know how this wonderful computer does. The minute you mention something, it immediately delivers you everything that you need to know on the topic. So, um, I was watching her interrogation, her complete interrogation by the detectives last night before going to sleep. And I stayed up extremely late because I was like, you got to be kidding me. This woman is really trying these detectives like they're stupid. Like this is their first time interrogating someone. Um, then the body cam footage of when they went to, they arrived to the scene. So it's all pretty interesting. So if anybody interested in that, I know some of you guys love true crime. We're going to talk about that today and a couple of other things I have lined up for over there. Sad for so much sad stuff going on. So we're just going to try to keep it cute and upbeat over here because we could fall down the rabbit hole and get really sad about a lot of things. Um, but we're going to try to keep it cute and fun. So sad for her husband, and the kids. Are you talking about Eve, Marcel? It's very sad. But you know what? It might be for a good reason. I mean, if someone's not a good spouse, it's time to and you can't work it out, then let it go. You know what I mean? Let that person be a good spouse for someone else, or let someone else out here appreciate all the goods that you bring to the table. Okay. So if that's what you're referring to, I would say if it's time to cut and run, it's time to cut and run, unfortunately, right? So yeah, if he stepped out on her, bye. You know what I mean? Know your worth. And there's nothing wrong with trying to work things out, getting counseling, all of those things. But if you have someone who is just a liar, that's what it boils down to me. When someone is a liar and there's a lot of deception going on, I can't deal with that. If you know what I'm saying. So depending on how this whole thing went down, and she feels like it's the point of no return, irretrievably broken, then that's it. So there's nothing wrong with that. She got to move on. She can move on, and he can come pick up his kids, and he'll have to check in with someone else. Um, Actually, the funny thing is, I was watching a little bit this morning of Sway's World, and he was interviewing Omarion, and Omarion was talking about when he met Tay Diggs, going over to an activity at the school for his son. Now, I thought that was interesting because April has been around. She's been around the block a couple of times. April doesn't let her bed get too cold, right? And she was with Tay Diggs, and then her and Tay Diggs out the blue got married. Tay Diggs is divorced. He's got kids with that woman who is from Wicked. She's an actress and a singer and Broadway actress. And I don't know, I think he's got a couple of kids with her. But in any case, he said it was very positive and all that kind of stuff. Um, when you decide to give up on your woman, your wife, whatever the case might be, Omarion, however him and April broke up, at the end of the day, it was just interesting hearing his perspective, going over to the house and dapping up Tay Diggs, because Tay Diggs is now married to your XO lady, and your kids are over there at their house. It's awkward. You know what I mean? And these are all the things you need to think about before you jump in bed and bust it down and make babies. Okay. Me personally, I don't have the personality to deal with anything of mine over at anybody else's house. Okay. And I'm talking about my shoes, my sunglasses. Are you kidding me with my man or my baby? Yeah, no. I don't have that type of personality. I wouldn't want my rake sitting in someone else's yard, okay? Like if you borrow something from me, you better bring it right back. But anybody that knows me, I'll let you have something before I loan it to you. I'm not a big loaner. I'll give it to you because I don't even want to think about trying to get it back. You know what I'm saying? But don't come over here trying to get none of my stuff. Okay. I guess I'm not a very emotionally possessive person, but I don't like to share. And nobody has, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's it. Um, Girl, they were a mess. They were a mess. That's why Omarion doesn't really need to have a whole bunch of heat towards April because they were doing the most. Okay, they were definitely doing the most. Um, but anyway, let's get into it really quick. And then last night too, we went over to Asia Everything's, and I was going to show some of it today, but I feel like we covered the best part of it. So if you did not see that and you enjoy Keisha reactions, um, Aisha was at the Mexican restaurant with Keisha and them the other day when Keisha went to eat and she was with Ashley Sellers. You could hear Aisha, but Aisha actually like did the assignment and covered the dinner versus Keisha just kind of showing us the lamb chops and shrimp and cutting out the interesting girl conversation. So I shared that on the on my community post, and what I'll do is I shared the whole video, but when we're done here I'll break up the topics into chapters, and if you're interested in that reaction, go check it out. It's about the last 45 minutes of the video, so if you're interested in going over there, if you click on the video from last night, um, it's about the last 45 minutes. So it was good. It was interesting because the girls had a conversation about not saying no to your boyfriend. And I was thinking to myself, see, that's the reason why these men are so spoiled. There are a lot of women who are taking advice from women like me, but getting it twisted. Okay. So a couple of the girls at the table were talking about how their moms told them that they should never say no to their man, but not thinking that maybe mom should have said your husband, or I've never said no to my husband for whatever reason, right? And we're not going to go deep down into that right now because we talked about that last night. But I think that the message is a little bit twisted. I do not agree with saying yes to everything, and that's period. You got to flex no. Okay, that's number one, and that's with anybody, right? There's nothing wrong with pushing back, negotiating. Don't be a yes. Don't be a people pleaser, crowd pleaser, any of that stuff. Let your yeses be yeses and your nos be no. Don't be lukewarm yes or half-ass no. It's yes or no, period. Not just because you feel like you are obligated to do something, right? That's number one. But number two is that these women are exercising a principle of marriage that is not for boyfriends or for girlfriends even, right? It is very good to spend the night. Sometimes if your boyfriend lives in a different residence, let him stay at his house. He doesn't have to spend the night every night. And every time he comes over, you don't have to give up the boots. That's the benefit of when you put a some carrots on my finger and we decide to cohabitate and get the laws involved. Other than that, yeah, you don't get rights to this putty cat every night and keys. And you may have a key because you're my man and I need you to come check on me and make sure everything is good at the house. But that doesn't mean that you're going to spend every night over here unless we are actually living together. And when you're living together, um, you don't have to have sex every single night. You don't have to lay it out in the way that you turn into Chrissy Lampkin and you turn around and you realize I'm 50. I'm 50 and I never really got everything that I wanted. And I'm clowned on the internet every single day for being an eternal girlfriend and even proposing to my man in one of the most embarrassing reality show segments ever, and still getting clowned. Okay. And my man has turned into even more of a problem. And that's why they don't, because you give them everything, and then when they realize there's still something, there's a reason why I hadn't married you yet, like I like you, you're beautiful, you make a nice chicken, all of those things, um they are going, I mean, there's a reason why it's not happening, and it may not necessarily be a reflection on you, but because you lay everything out like a real nice charcuterie board, why in the world does the man have any incentive to leave, right? You know what I'm saying? There's no incentive. Like, he gets sex unlimited, you show up in lingerie, you keep it spicy, all of these things, and you guys are busy working, but then on the weekend it's like, it's just, it gets to be, it's you doing too much. Sometimes you have to make your man want it. You don't lay it out every day like a damn buffet. Okay? Just like sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, when a man's busy or he doesn't feel like doing it at that moment, he's going to let you know. You don't have to lay it out all the time, ladies, okay? But hearing from these younger dolls who are like 30 years old, either 20 or late 20s into their 30s, who are trying to apply principles of how we do it in like serious committed relationships, sis, you doing too much, okay? Pump the brakes just a little bit. So Aisha basically was saying that she's in the mood. Her man's taking care of business. And what Aisha means is he's cutting those checks, he's paying those bills. She's not wanting for anything. She doesn't have any worries. She's stress-free. And he probably comes through and gets, and for that reason, girl, she says she stays in the mood. So she's giving up unlimited putty cat. Now, would that make him want to move in if he's not already moved in? Would that make him want to marry her? Possibly. But give him a couple of no's and you'll see how much you will accelerate that process. Let him try to wonder for a weekend, not even just to play a game, but just, it's just sometimes you just say no. Or I'm busy, I'm sleeping. Okay, I'll see you in the morning, whatever. We can have that conversation another time. That's not what we're here to talk about today. But anyway, she was talking about they were talking about not saying no, and I was kind of a little put off by that. I felt like they're doing too much because that's not going to get you where you want to go. So if you want to hear that conversation, go ahead. It's on my community board. I did not bust it down into chapters yet, but I will when we're done here. But like I said, it's the last 45 minutes. Y'all can figure it out. Just go to last night's video on Real Talk Bougie, and it's right there. So I don't feel like we have to revisit Aisha at this moment. It was just an interesting conversation. I couldn't get into that conversation. It was so, they're young. They're young, and or they're young minded because a lot of you are in your 20s and 30s. My main demographic, I would say the core of, so 60+% of you guys are 25 to 45. So some of us younger ones in who come to this channel don't know, and they may feel like they're just being sexually free and they're just enjoying, and it's not even just a matter of just saying yes. I think also we have let our we've let our desires kind of lead relationships. You should not be allowing your vagina or your man's penis, no matter how good it is, lead the relationship. Okay? Don't envision last Saturday night when you're making decisions and maybe all of a sudden you're using your credit to help him get a motorcycle. Don't do that. Okay? Maybe he can get his own motorcycle. Maybe he can, look, don't. Okay? Just trust me. Don't do it. All right? Yeah, look, this is what I learned at that age. I feel like when me and my friends used to talk about sex the most was when either somebody wasn't getting any, or we really didn't know as much as we thought we knew. You know what I mean? Because I can think of a couple of friends at the table who I know were getting it in, and they were always real quiet, didn't have a whole lot to say. Because let me tell you something, they didn't want everyone knowing their business because they had a lot going on. Okay. But I think sometimes it's ways to share and learn from each other. But I hope that these, like I was saying earlier this week, there's a lot of bad information circulating, and women are getting the wrong lessons, or they're being taught like they're from experience and thinking that some of the things that you're doing apply across the board, and that's just not the case. Everybody does not deserve access to everything, right? Just like when you go to the bank, there's levels to it. There's levels to the amount of money you have in your account that gives you a personal banker, that gives you a lockbox at the bank so you can go put your jewelry, you can go put up that Rolex, or you can go put up your mom's jewelry that she left you, or important documents, or that insurance policy nobody else knows that you have. Just those things, right? But that there's levels to that. Either you pay for it or you're gifted it because maybe you have a certain type of account at the bank, right? So you either pay for access, or you get access, or you have no access, right? Because maybe you just go to cash a check, right? There's levels to this thing, and that's the way life is. And that's the way some of your relationships should be treated. You get certain access because you've gained certain access for certain reasons. They don't just walk in and they just roll out the damn red carpet. It's like going to the Ritz, and yes, you're in the lobby, and you get certain amenities. Are you checking in? Are you staying on the top 2, 3 floors? Do you have access to the guest hosting area? Do you have access to the good pool? All of those things. You guys get it. So, there's just wifely things that you just don't like, cooking every single night and you guys just live together. Let your man either bring home dinner, or let him learn how to use a frying pan too. Make me an omelet. You know what I'm saying? Encourage each other, because marriage is long. If you're lucky, your marriage will last a lifetime, right? Like, we just back to Eve Marcel. If you are lucky, you will meet someone so special and so dear, who is going to hold on to you so tight and respect you so much that they'll never lie to you. They're not interested in being with another woman. They're not interested in having anybody else but you, and you two growing until you are old together, right? And those relationships still happen, and it's very much possible. But um, at the very beginning, or even just through, like, you got to be your own person. You can't just sacrifice everything just to make someone happy, especially if you're not doing something because you really want to. That was also part of the conversation. Ashley was giving some tips on how to get in the mood if you're not in the mood. And if you're not in the mood, you're not obligated to have sex with anybody. Like, hopefully everybody knows that. And going and getting 2 shots of alcohol is not necessarily something that you need to be doing, which was her advice, which I found to be absolutely disgusting. I don't ever want my man to think that I need substances to get into the mood to be with him. And I hope Ashley's boyfriend didn't hear that, because the fact that you got to go take 2 shots to go jump in the bed with your man doesn't really sound great. That sounds like you need something to deal with him. And if that's going to be your husband, girl, you got a whole lifetime to go. So that's not a great practice to get into as a crutch. So whatever. Anyway, but yeah, it was an interesting conversation. We talked about it a little bit last night. We didn't get in deep, but I thought it was interesting, and that they were having those conversations. But they're gonna learn. Let's see. Are any of them actually married? No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was a bunch of single girls. Keisha is obviously cohabitating, She's got the 3 kids. I don't know that anyone at the table had children other than Keisha. Maybe someone did, but I'm not sure. I think all those girls are single. But keep in mind, everybody is at 30 or getting there, and it's time to start looking at serious relationships. You know what I mean? So it's good that they're having those conversations. Um, I don't think it's a bad thing to have those conversations with your friends, but it should be revolving less around bussing it down, because that's the easy stuff versus the real relationship situations. I mean, there's just more to talk about, but then again, it's so intimate that typically you're not going to have those across the table conversations. I would just probably venture to guess maybe there was nothing else to talk about, so they start talking about sex, which everybody I guess is doing. But maybe they just really didn't want to talk about the real at that moment, as to why you have a table with attractive women and maybe nobody's wedding planning. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who at that table is engaged, but um somebody should be. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's, you see what I'm saying? And look where that's getting him. I mean, he seems to be like a whole lush. That advice was ridiculous as well as it was absolutely distasteful. Girl, she said 2. Only 2? I think that's, girl, I mean, I think that's enough, especially on a weeknight, and you got to get up and all you really are trying to do is to get through um handling that sausage in the bed. I mean, that should be one of the easiest things, girl, cuz I mean, that's a easy rockabye baby, okay? I'm telling you, that's the cure for some insomnia. Um, eh, Going and running, getting a couple of shots. I mean, if that's how you want to do things. Um, why didn't they just continue GLUTV? I don't know what that means. Why didn't they just continue? Oh, Girls Like Us. I don't know. That's a great question, Lit Shorts. Is that one, we need to add that one to the list? Guys, there is a whole list of open questions. I'm gonna find it because I know where it is. Um, Keisha got her promise ring back on her finger. Look, she can, I mean, I think at, once you turn about 30, that's when it's kind of like you're looking around, you've been to enough weddings, everybody, it's happening, and um you want to get into life, and you want to elevate the relationships, right? Um hey, is it Ty? Healthcare business consultant. Hey sis. KK is so awkward around her alleged friends. I know they talked about that Tinker Bell. You know what? Maybe everybody was like after work cute. We talked about it last night, Tara. Go over there and watch. I'll make sure I will separate it, but you guys know how to scroll, okay? It's the last 45 minutes, but yeah, everybody was kind of like after work cute, and not even all together. Some, like, Ashley had on a damn ball cap, okay, and a puffer jacket. Aisha, I'm sure, had on something cute. Um, so, and y'all remember when they went on that trip? We know what Ashley might just need that drink because we saw some things. Okay, any of you guys who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. We saw some things on that trip, so she might need maybe a painkiller or something. But that's not our problem. Okay, she might need that to be able to handle what she's got to handle. But on the other side of that, I mean, girl, if that's gonna be your man, you better get used to it. Okay. Um, She did look a little uncomfortable. Keisha, you're talking about, sis? It was an interesting conversation. But you know what I mean? I think it's great that at least they're talking about relationships. And I think it's a really good thing because, sometimes, even though like the level of the conversation was kind of a little bit it was off. It was off. And they weren't, the lessons that they were taught by the elders in their life really hadn't been fully expanded upon, but they're going to learn. They're going to learn. Um, let's see. Nobody wants to hear them and their remedial takes on Girls Like Us. Yeah, Girls Like Us, um, for whatever reason, Keisha says it's dead in the water. So, okay. Um, Attractive. Yeah, I mean, they're not a bunch of ug mugs. You know what I mean? Like, they're regular girls. I just think that I've seen worse. And look, they're all out for an evening and talking about their sex life. I think that there was other things to talk about, but it was interesting hearing the conversation. Let's see. Nobody wants to hear about their remedial. Keisha is weird and awkward too and can't dress. Back to the dress. Like I was saying, everybody was kind of casual, varying degrees of casual, after work casual, um, casual cute, and just straight up, let me just get some clothes on because we're going out to eat kind of thing, right? Um, all right. Now, she did have on this damn wig, okay? Now, I don't know what is going on with the wig program. If she's still recycling and gifting out these wigs, but let's get into it, okay? And then based on whatever else, we'll go get into something else. Can you tell Keisha wasn't taught any I think so. I think she is definitely learning everything cuz I mean, I don't know, maybe her mom does give her advice, but you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm one of 5 kids and my mom passed away like 6 years ago and I I love my mom dearly and we had lots of conversations. We talked a lot about life, but I think a lot of the conversations I had with my mom revolved around like living my life, doing the things like the desires on my heart, making money. You know, I think my mom was a certain age when she got married. I think she was 24 years old and she had invested time into becoming a registered nurse and was looking to a career. But when she got married, she had my brother like a year later, and she basically had what I guess they would call Irish triplets because my brother and my 2 sisters are all the 3 oldest are all like 12 and 13 months apart. So my brother and then a year later my sister and then another year later, so it's like March, April. And so she was getting pregnant like 2 and 3 months after she had a baby and then waited almost 7 years to have me and then almost 10 years to have my baby sister. Anyway, long story short, I think she felt like she missed out on her career. So a lot of what we talked about was her talking about, missing her career and missing not working because she became a housewife, right? In the late 60s and the 70s. And some people get to have the privilege of having those deep conversations with their mom about like relationships and love and sex and all of those things. And we did get to talk a little bit about marriage, but I wasn't really, I don't know. I mean, when I got married, I did get some really good advice from her. And we talked a little bit about marriage before I got married. But, having these women share that they're having conversations with their moms about relationships and things like that, I think is very sweet. I don't know if Keisha's having those type of relationships with her mother because I'm gonna make an assumption here. Keisha seems to be somewhat of a know-it-all and whether her mom has experience or not to share with her, I think Keisha thinks that she has ascended above and beyond her mother and maybe some other people in her life to where it even comes through in her videos that she really discounts what they say. Like I've heard her mom say certain things to her and she just like laughs in her face, which is so disrespectful, but that's how they work with each other. That's her business. But I don't think that if her mom does have anything to share with her, she's taking it at all. Maybe she listens to her dad, but considering the fact that she flaunts this relationship with this like weirdo drunk dude that she calls a baby fava and boyfriend around her, her parents, I mean, I don't know that they're giving her any advice. If her parents were of some sage, good wisdom, I don't know that we would be seeing what we're seeing. So I don't know that she takes any advice from anybody at all. You know what I mean? She always seems to know everything. Attractive means more than physical looks to me. Yeah, I don't know those girls. I'm not going to get into that. I don't know them. I'm just going based on, I'm going based on the video. I don't even know those girls. But that's a good criteria. I mean, attitude, personality can account for attractiveness. Absolutely. Raggedy, what is Raggedy Randy doing now? Girl, out with the friends. Your parents don't need to teach you everything. Keisha is just a fool and bullheaded. Yeah, I don't think, even if her mom is trying to give her some advice, I doubt she's listening. Yes, I agree. She does kind of brush off. She is very disrespectful. Her mom might say something, even if you don't agree. Because we hear like Olivia's mom trying to give her advice and talk to her about the damn Goodwill and some damn thrift shop she went to buy some more ugly clothes for the kids. And Olivia just laughs and looks at her mom crazy because I'd be embarrassed too. So yeah, everything is not for everybody and every moment doesn't have to be on a vlog or a live stream. It's just unfortunate that these it's like one of those things like don't engage. uh she doesn't listen to her dad either. Yeah, she's I get that vibe. I know a lot of you have been watching her a lot longer than me, but I've seen it. So yeah, let's get into it. Clearly she's not taking our advice about the wigs, okay? Um let's see what's going on here. This is a wig brand called Hermosa. It's already ugly. It looks like I don't know what that wig was washed in, but it doesn't. Do you see how stiff it is? It looks like it got a bad color job, so it's already stiff and dry. I don't understand. If I'm going to wear a wig or some weave, some bundles, that hair better be bouncing. Do you hear me? It better be bouncing and swirling, and it better look like something. It better not look like I just dyed my hair with a bad box of Dark and Lovely. Okay. I'm not, mm-mm. There's no way. There's no way. Do you see what's going on here?
And it is bomb. Like, look at this. I'm gonna zoom in. Dream wants to touch. But yes, I'm gonna zoom in so y'all can see. I'm gonna just tweeze the sides. I'm gonna keep it as a middle part because I wore a side part with my last hairstyle and I like to like switch it up. It looks crazy. No, I don't gotta turn the blow dryer on. I'm here to blow dry her wig cap. So I am setting my wig cap as we speak.
Setting my wig cap.
And I'll probably do one more layer. My wig cap held up a lot more this time around. Because sometimes with my hairstylist, they just do like one layer and set it. But I did like 3 layers with my wig cap.
She did the I'm gonna lose my edges application. Okay, sis. I can't wait to see the videos of you trying to save your edges. I can't wait.
did not want it sliding. But I'm only like leaving my styles in for like a week and a half ish. So that's exactly what I'm about to do with this one. But yes, I'm gonna set it one more time. But yeah. Baby, my other wig is gone, baby.
Girl, that bathroom is already toe up from the flow up. Okay. Girl, Jeremy's bathroom. Toe up.
She had to say goodbye. Why? Do you want a wig?
Oh, was that a Hennessy bag? Hennessy
Baby,
comes
you
in a
don't need a
bag?
wig, ain't your face. So yeah, so like my other wig is gone, baby. Because with this one. But yes, I'm gonna set it one more time. But yeah. Baby, my other wig is gone, baby. Because she had to say goodbye. Why? Do you want a wig?
You know what? It's like if you would go clean up your office room, your unglam room, you would have a place to do these things and be able to keep your bathroom together. Once upon a twin mom life, you know, when you type no comment, that actually is a comment, though, right? Did you know that? Once upon a twin mom life, I love your new picture, sis. We can see your face. I love it. So cute. It's the wrong color for everybody. Do you hear me? It looks like I'm a mean old lion. It looks like the lion's hair or the lion's mane from the Wiz. Okay. Um, I'll find it. But yeah, let's keep going.
Wig?
It's kind of like a
Baby, you
strawberry
don't need a wig,
blonde.
ain't your face. So yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna pluck around. Like, look at this hairline. Like, I love it because it's not like, you know, straight. But since I'm gonna have a middle part, I'm not gonna probably
Strawberry blonde on African Americans or black people, brown. I don't know. That color, I don't care whatever your background, whatever your ethnicity, if you've got melanated skin, I just don't think that that color looks good on almost anybody. That is a awful, it's almost like a nude in a way. And those of us who have like natural red to our hair, it doesn't show up like that. It's definitely more copper. That is maybe like a strawberry dirt or the dirty blonde or something. That's not it. That doesn't work for us.
have too much baby hair.
Any of my
I kind of
stylists
just
in
want to
the
keep
mist.
it natural and just glue it straight down. So yeah, I enjoy peanut butter and jelly. She's so cute. So yeah, I'm gonna just tweeze just a little bit of the part.
Girl, that's a
Like
whole
so.
wide
Just
part.
pull, just open it up, just pull, pull. I can't believe y'all. I am that girl now doing these wigs. I'm gonna get better and better and better every time. So yeah, I'm just taking it and I just take my
The
time.
hairline is giving receding, doesn't it? And why are you plucking so much? She's trying to do like a full bust down middle part, and that wig is not the bust down though. You can only do a bust down middle part when you have bust downable hair. That hair is that that wig is awful.
Just open it up and then comb all the excess hair. I have not bleached the knots yet. This is transparent like lace, like I said. So depending, like you can tint the lace, which I think I'm gonna tint. I'm just tweezing this wig, Angel. Hmm.
So this is a so let's talk about this for a second. This is a dedicated video. Um I'm assuming for a brand, and she it's I guess she just doesn't get a minute in the house. I mean, I don't know, that's her problem to figure out, but it's interesting how you're doing a brand video and you can't get a minute to do your job uninterrupted, or you don't take your job seriously to give the people what they want, which is a video focused on the task at hand. Because I think somewhere down along the line, she thinks it's cute that the kids are featured, but they're not. in what she needs to understand is that it's not positive in the way that they're being featured, because most of us experienced moms know that every opportunity is not a bring your kid to work opportunity, and it's disruptive. You know what I mean? I think the kids are just fine. I think they're cute. At the end of the day, though, they don't need to be, and that's any kid for that matter, don't need to be in dedicated branded content if you don't want to continue to mess yourself up. Um, this is what I'm talking about. Um, we're gonna see how the hair turns out, but it's like that washout. Okay, it's the washout of that's the hair color. That's what that hair color looks like to me. I don't like it. I think it's awful. But yeah, this is the content right now. I guess every week or every other week she's putting up a hair video to coincide with her wig giveaways. She's supposed to be giving these wigs away to people in the comments after she wears them for a week or two.
Wow, right here. Huh? Your baby's in a hospital. So just gonna do this. Okay, baby, hold on right quick. Just gonna tweeze his hair and then I'll do it. So you want to kind of like make sure it's like nice. Hold on.
Girl.
Get the excess hair out. And then, like I said, I'll still tweeze a little bit.
But this is someone who had a hair company, and wasn't she making wigs before, or she was just selling HD lace? I don't really know. I don't know anything about Got Lengths, but what I do know is that she said she had a hair business. I know that she was selling wigs once upon a time, and she was talking about how amazing they are. I'm just finding it weird that you had a hair company, you sold wigs, not that you're a hairstylist, but that you are now just learning how to slay a wig when you don't even have the hair business anymore. You're giving up your hair business. So you said, I don't know.
Around the edges and then trim the baby hair. Hey guys, okay, so I am back. Hold on, let me. Yeah. My hair is beautiful. Thank you, baby. Y'all, I'm back. Okay, so let's get into this wig, y'all. So excited. Hermosa Hair Company, y'all are the bomb because the quality of this wig specs of the hair. So this is there, and I'll put a picture right here of what the model looks like, and then obviously y'all see how it looks on me. So this is a 427 honey blonde highlight body wave HD lace. Like I told y'all last time, I have a really small head, like really small. And I'm also 4'11" and under 100 pounds. So things can start looking real crazy if I don't do things in moderation when it comes to like my hairstyle. So never really plucked a wig until 2 weeks ago. So this will be my second time. And I tried also 4'11" and under 100 pounds. So things can start looking real crazy if I don't do things in moderation when it comes to like my hairstyle. So I had to pluck for my dear life. And like I said, I have never really plucked a wig until 2 weeks ago. So this will be my second time.
Okay. Well.
And I tried to like frame my face, create, you know, a little style. Because at first I was going to just literally, it could have for sure been glueless, but I didn't like that it was like that before I plucked it. And then I kind of just still wanted to secure it. So I just added a little bit of my Ghost Bond glue and literally just tacked it on real good. I have my Got To Be freeze spray. I spray right here to kind of like lay it down flat, because that's like, if y'all have any other suggestions, I know like my stylist typically like molds it, but I don't got all that time to be sitting under no dryer molding my head. I feel like it looks decent and I did a good job. I also took my little razor blade and like trimmed.
Y'all, it's also giving Irish setter. Are you guys familiar with Irish setters? I had a neighbor, God rest her soul. She passed away. She got into a very bad car accident. Her name was Tracy, and they had a redheaded dog like this, a beautiful Irish setter, and they kept her kept her hair really, really long. So when she would run, like her hair would just flow. And Tracy had long strawberry blonde hair. They basically had like this exact same hair color. But yeah, it's giving a little bit of Irish setter to me.
Right there, or not trim, but shave this area, and like cut the front part of
Poor
it so it can
Tracy.
be a little shorter. So when I curl it, we're good to go. But what do y'all think? So literally, all I have is like, I feel like I still need to have like a little more plucking to do. This side looks
That's just a color that does not
because you
work on
don't want it
us.
to
I'm
look, like I
sorry.
said, too full right there, because that's not natural. Obviously no one's hairline is really like
Girl,
that,
that
so
wig
you
is
just want
not
to be
natural.
mindful. But I love it, y'all. Like, I really, really love it. And all like I said, all the information to purchase this wig yourself will be in the description box below. Make sure y'all like this video, make sure y'all comment. Like I said, I was a little bit nervous about this, but one thing's for sure, like when you get hair that's already pre-processed, colored, bleached, highlighted, or whatever it is, sometimes it can be a hit or miss. You can get the hair and the quality is subpar.
Okay, guys, I have to put up a poll. Is this a hit or a miss? Please don't vote in the thing. Don't vote. Don't vote. Don't vote. Don't vote. We're gonna put up a poll. All right, we're gonna let Keisha talk, and I'm gonna put up a poll. We are going to find out do you want to vote on the wig program, or would you like to vote specifically on this head? Is the wig a hit or is it a miss? Okay. Or what was the bigger you know what? We're gonna do what was the bigger miss this week. Okay. All right, let's go. Um
Literally, when you start doing anything to manipulate the wig, you can just tell the wig is falling apart, literally. And this wig, I can 100% say that it did not do that. With them plucking, like the knots, I didn't even bleach the knots, y'all. I did not bleach the knot, and it looks really good. Like, I'm really, really impressed. Now, I'm not saying don't bleach the knots, but I just really kind of wanted to see what the hair would look like without any tinting or bleaching. The tint that I had did not go with my skin complexion that I thought. So I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and omit that whole entire step. And look, y'all, so that's what I mean by HD lace. Now, even when you get HD or transparent lace, it is not against the rules to want to bleach knots, because obviously the darker pigment tint that you are, you want the lace to match naturally with your skin complexion. And they have a lot of other bomb wigs on their website, so you definitely want to go over there because they're super affordable, and I have a discount for you. So all of that will be across the screen and in the description box below. You want to go ahead and check them out. Let me know what y'all think about this. I do later on this week want to try to like spruce up the style. But y'all, I gotta just keep playing around with the plucking. Like, this side looks a little bit it's plucked a little bit differently than that side, because I started getting nervous, because when you plucking, the hair is coming out, but you want to do it in moderation so you don't have like any bald spots and stuff like that, And I start feeling like,
Not the bald
I was like, is this
spots.
supposed to be? But this is like literally a natural hairline, like when you push it back. So I do want to go back in and just pluck so it can mimic the same, mimic the right side a little bit more. But as far as coming on this video, y'all, and showing y'all what is going on, I am truly impressed. So stay tuned for the rest of my vlogs to see how I style it on my way to work, how it holds up, the shedding, and all of that. And like I said, all the information you guys need to know will be in the description box below. So go ahead and check them out.
The middle picture is hilarious. It's like a whole portrait. Okay. Anyway, let me stop because y'all. I mean, it's either that or the lion. Okay, but y'all need to vote. What was the bigger miss this week, guys? What's the bigger miss this week? Is it Keisha and the redhead wig, the dirty strawberry situation going on? Is it Splash Eye for Eye? If you guys missed Eye for Eye yesterday listening party, um get your SoundCloud and your iTunes music, get that together and click the link and you can hear what Bougie Gang had to say about the matter. Okay, so if you want to get the and if I have a minute today, maybe I'll try to capture the audio and upload it for you guys. I can't upload the song for obvious reasons, but I don't know if it's copyrighted or not, but I'll try to capture the audio and post it over here for you guys. But don't be afraid to go over there to Station Head. Wait, she's doing wig video. Ren. Yep. Mm-hmm. So, mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is. My niece has been saying literally since she was 4, I used to die. Literally is not a good I mean, look, there's some times that we have to use the word literally. But at the end of the day, um, it's it's a lack in vocabulary. You can't hear me? Oh, you can hear me now. I was on mute for before for a minute. Sorry. I that was my bad. The Cowardly Lion was perfect. So it was more of a so if you're here in this live, you made it to this point, we're an hour in, you'll know, but I will put up a picture a picture poll and Um I'll let y'all vote, okay? And we'll see who the winner is. I think also to the sis who says she listens every day, the dear Fran conundrum from last week, sis was in a quandary because she did not know where to spend her good coins. She wasn't sure and she wanted our advice. It looks like you guys are telling her to go get that Pushette Matisse. Okay. You guys voted for Pushette Matisse. And maybe the Soho, it used to be called the Soho Disco. Now it's called the Blondie, Gucci Blondie. And last place was the bag that she actually wanted was the Ophelia. This is what I would suggest this is a follow-up to dear Fran last week. If you are still not sure, what you need to do is go ahead, put your cute little self together and take yourself over to the mall, and hopefully your mall is like our mall here in Charlotte, and you can go right on over to South Park and you can go to Louis Vuitton, and then you just cross right across this, right across, and you're right there at Gucci and you can go try your bags. I would make sure they have a bag in stock because, it is timeless. I love the Ophelia. I love the Gucci Supreme, which is timeless too. But she wanted something a little snazzy for doctor's appointments and running around and look cute. But I mean, the Pouchette Matisse can be day or evening, and there's so many bandoliers, so you can upscale it, you can do whatever you want to it, you can carry it top handle, you can do so much with it. um so it's either way, you're not making a bad decision. I just think the Blondie is going to be a disappointment because I don't think it's as big as you think it is. It's a very small bag, so if it's anything like what the Soho used to be, which they don't make the Soho anymore, it's now the Blondie. Okay. But we're gonna put up a picture poll regarding this matter, Miss Tara, and you guys make sure to vote, and I'll get back to you guys on that. I am the king of the forest. Okay. It was giving lots of things, but yes, it was giving Irish setter. It was giving I'm a Mino lion. It was giving not the business, and that's it. So guys, let's do this because let's keep this video on topic. I'm going to shut this down and I'm going to restart in about 30 minutes, and we're going to do a Jasmine reaction and a little bit of Liv. So will you guys please come back? But listen to this. What was a bigger miss this week? If you don't know, guys, go ahead and vote. We have 343 in the mist, right? Thank you so much for getting the likes up. I appreciate that. Um, what was the bigger miss this week? Was it Keisha's redhead wig that we just saw? Was it Jeremy's Eye for an Eye, which we were listening to yesterday? Was it Olivia's centerfold diaper yoga? Maybe some of you don't know what that was, but Olivia appeared to be trying to do some yoga yesterday. Um, and it appeared that she was in some sort of a pink diaper, and it was weird. I clicked onto my TikTok and it was the first thing I saw. Or Jasmine's SVU, and that's the Special Victims Unit live hot topics. Last night, Jasmine was live and she thought she was going to do hot topics on the couch. Okay. Jasmine did hot topics on the couch and it was an epic fail. So, you guys will be back. You guys are awesome. Bougie gang, give yourself a bougie gang big ol' hug, okay? Yes, it what healthcare business consultant, we're gonna talk about it, okay? If you just cruise around the internet, if you off the top of my head, go over to Kitten Zombie, to her community page. She may have some things posted or maybe even like a short or something. I'm sure it's all over the place. Olivia is entertaining men who've got internet coin to throw around. If you've got a debit card with some cash on it, Olivia is waiting for you to click onto her Instagram or her TikTok or her Bigo account. Okay. All right. So she is governing. She has finally come out the closet with her shenanigans of what she's doing on the internet, and I'm okay. I'm here for it. I won't be spending on it, but if you're gonna post it, we're gonna talk about it, okay? And then we're gonna look at Jasmine's live. So yeah, let's go ahead and shut this one down. So, and then if you want to go over to the Aisha everything reaction regarding relationship, it was like a little relationship chitty chat, amongst other things. It's over there on Real Talk Bougie, and I posted it on my community board this morning if you missed that yesterday. And I thank you all in advance for going there as well. Okay, so we have 131 votes. I know this only started 10 minutes ago, and some of you may not want to vote on it for whatever reason. Maybe you're not familiar with all of the topics, and that is okay. Is there anyone who wants me to upload that reaction from yesterday over here, or are y'all going to are y'all not? You guys let me know in the comments if you want me to upload the reaction on Station Head. I can do that. Either later today or it'll be up tomorrow or something. So you guys let me know in the comments. You have title, please upload it. Okay. Cause yeah, if you don't have Apple Music, I forget what they call it now. I think it's just music because they messed it up. But anyway, it's called music now. But anyway, yeah, I'll upload it so you guys can have it, and I'll just put it up as a premiere so you guys can talk in the chat. But it was a fun little thing yesterday. Anyway, okay, I will do that, Amber and Hair de la Creme, all of the ladies. You'll be back for sure. Okay, let me shut this down so we can keep this like basically at an hour. More sweeter, hey boo boo. All right, guys, give me about 20-30 minutes and I will be back. And we'll handle the rest of this business. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming through this morning. Hit the like button, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit.
By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. It's all about clout. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor.
Guys, can you believe it? I didn't announce the end of the poll. So 152 votes later, what was the biggest miss of the week? Let me take a picture of this too. Damn it. 152 votes. What was the biggest miss of the week? Of course, you guys said 40% eye for an eye. Okay, eye for eye is what it's called actually. And number 2 was the redheaded stepchild wig, and which was just featured yesterday on this internet, and it's not giving what it's supposed to give, I guess. At 32%. At 20%, Olivia's centerfold diaper yoga. And coming in at 5% is Jasmine's special victim unit live hot topics. Thank you, Indy. I appreciate you so much, sis. Thank you. All right, and I'll get on it. I know you guys like for me to post those, so I will definitely get those posted in shorts. So I have a few to get posted, some of the polls that we do in the live. So those will be up soon. Just bear with me and I'll get all of those up. It's like if I don't do it that day, it just falls way, way, way down on the list. But anyway, I will see you guys in a little bit. Take care.